सचिन साहब सचिन यहाँ से सचिन इकडे सचिन
See, whenever I've done any event with Sachin, it becomes like Star Wars. There's so many flashing bulbs. Welcome. Sachin, first up, we'd love to know, you are here, as Shripal said, you're the inspiration, not just the brand ambassador, but the inspiration behind Smaash. So, do tell us about your association with this beautiful space.
This opportunity to congratulate Shripal for this fantastic place. From what we saw for the first time in London, which is precisely 14-15 months ago, from then to now what you've created is just remarkable. My first experience when you approached me to become brand ambassador for Smaash was okay, let's see first what's in store and then take a call. But the moment in England when I saw that, I was so impressed that I took this decision literally in one meeting. And in fact I came here earlier and I just to look around what he's been able to create here. Whatever I saw, and I also experienced a bit of motor racing here. Cricket, I've had some inputs, what needs to be done, and he's been able to create that. It's really fantastic. So my association, I can say, is one, being a brand ambassador, and immediately after that I can say that yes, couple of things I was involved in, and I thought I should share my views with Shripal and ask him to incorporate those things which will make the experience even. I think this simulator I just now tried was simply unbelievable. To experience the G-forces, it's something which you can't just express. You have to experience it. You have to get in that seat, accelerate and then brake hard, and that's when you feel the G-forces. You can well imagine what these F1 drivers must be going through, and to do that for good 300 kilometers, each race is 300 kilometers or more, so to be able to do that and sustain that competitiveness it's a different cup of tea. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's my first experience in a simulator like this, where it is so close to being actually in a Formula 1 car. So I'm sure the guys if you speak to guys who've driven there after a week maybe will vouch for what I'm saying.
Coming back to cricket, we have to bring it back to cricket. Tell me something, have you ever practiced using technology like this, and do you think this is a possible way for budding cricketers to come and sort of improve their game?
Well, to answer your first question, I've not seen first of all anything like this, so there is no question of practicing before this place came up. The second question, for budding cricketers, I think it is a wonderful experience for budding cricketers to be able to face the great bowlers to have played this sport. Now, I mean, how would you get a budding cricketer to face Vaughan? I mean, where are you going to go chasing Shane Vaughan and ask him to come and bowl, or Muralidharan, or Brett Lee, Malinga, all these guys? So, this is, I think, the closest one can get to playing these guys, and there are different levels. So, at different levels, if you want to actually experience how the ball passes your nose at 90 miles an hour or more than that, this is where you need to experience that. And then I think when last year I saw this, I have to compliment
concerned, because whenever any of these great bowlers get a wicket, You actually have them, you have Wasim Akram saying go home, you have Bradley doing his famous signature sort of celebration. So what do you think of the actual realism, not just with the bowling but as I said, with the gamesmanship part of it?
I think it only adds flavor to your experience. You know, just to have that experience, the guys would find that fascinating. It is one thing to face 90 plus miles with the great bowlers. I mean, Wasim, obviously a world-class bowler. One of the greatest to have played this sport. So with all these guys, and then there is also humor behind everything. I mean, whatever experience you share with these great players, because it is as good as playing a match with them. So general experience, as long as it is. I know that you get to hear a lot of things from them, but the things which are not meant to be heard are not recorded. So don't worry. So it's all in all, I can say that it's a fantastic package, because my son came here and he played along with his friends, and they didn't want to leave this place. I'm not saying this because I'm the brand ambassador, but it actually happened, and then so was the case in England as well. But I have to say that it's only gotten better from last 14 months that we experienced, and it is a wonderful experience to be able to not communicate directly, but even indirect communication, that you can always say, Wasim did this to me, or whatever, or Wani did this, or whatever. So it's a wonderful feeling for children.
And finally, since you spoke about your son, do you think he's going to come here when you're away on tour, when I'm missing dad, he can bowl to me, and I can bowl to him?
Well, it's just that here he's got more options, so I'm a bit worried that even if I'm there in Mumbai and he comes here, then that wouldn't be too pleasing. But I guess you've got not only cricket, but so many other things happening here. So it's a perfect outing, not only for children but the entire family, I can say.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause to Sachin Tendulkar for fielding all my questions.
Sachin. Sachin center. Sachin. Sachin straight. Sachin straight. Sachin, yes straight. Yeah. Sachin sir. Sachin ji. Sachin. Sachin इकडे वरती. Hi Sachin. Sachin इकडे. Sorry. Hi Sachin. Sachin.
60 million views basically in total. We have brought that technology into India basically, and instead of having just a 90-degree immersion, this is a 360-degree immersion. And you actually feel you are in the battlefield. You can choose your weapon of your choice, whether it's a AK-47, it's a M4 or a M16. And now we are developing a similar game with an anti-aircraft gun. So the whole idea is for gamers and for cricket lovers and soccer lovers. There is something to rejoice for.
Well, I understand what launches here today is launching globally as well.
That's right. All the technologies, or rather 80% of the technologies that you see out here are exclusively licensed to us by the owners of the technology. This is not only an Indian property, but we will be launching it globally. across basically in the form of franchisees as well as owned centers. And in the next 18 to 24 months time basically we are hoping to have such 15 centers in the form of a mix between owned centers and franchisee centers rolled in the marketplace.
Now, how big is this place?
This right now, as I mentioned, this is phase 1 of our
Yes,
project.
I was going to ask you.
Yeah,
Phase
this
1 is ready, phase 2 is...
Yes, this is phase 1 of the project. It's 24,000 square feet. It
Wow.
boasts of 8 cricket lanes, 7 batting lanes, 1 bowling lane. And if you win the respect of Mr. Tendulkar, you tend to win an Harley Davidson. Similarly, if you win the respect of our robo-keeper basically, whom we fondly call Goli Guacamole, you win again if you score 3 goals in a row in 5 penalty kicks basically, again you win a Harley Davidson. It's, as I said, this place is highly aspirational, and every day when you come here we want you to discover something new, we want you to discover something aspirational.
What I want to discover and what I want to do is meet Goli Guacamole.
Sure, most welcome. The second phase will be up and running in November 15th. We are putting a prefabricated building just next door, which will hold the